Weddings should be memorable, but not for the groom's lack of style. That's why our friends at the Black Tux rents suits and tuxedos that you'll love wearing at your wedding. So if you wind up getting featured on a list of 23 epic wedding fails, or say your reception table catching fire, your DJ playing Let's Get It On during the father-daughter dance, at least you know you'll look good for your close-up. Listen, guys stress about weddings too. Me, I've never been married, but I've had to rent quite a few bad tuxes in my day. Those rental stores, they're just renting you a penguin costume for the day. It's uncomfortable, it never looks right, and that giant bow tie, that's got to go. It's a big day. You got to have some style. So go to theblacktux.com. Check out their tuxes. Let me tell you, now you're dressing in style. They've even got a groom's guide with helpful tips for the groom who might be feeling a little overwhelmed by the whole getting married thing, if you know what I mean. But the best part about the Black Tux is that they have an easy online ordering process that brings your suit or tuxedo straight to you. Just pick a style at theblacktux.com and request a free home try-on so you can feel the fit and quality before you commit. And if online isn't your style, they have showrooms all over the country where you can find your fit and plan your look. From there, they'll ship your order 2 weeks before your wedding so you can check it out one last time. Talk about commitment. Over 5,000 five-star reviews across Wedding Wire, The Knot, and their own website. They all agree you won't find another rental experience or designs like the ones you'll find at the Black Tux. Grooms, if you want your wedding to be remembered for the right reasons, visit theblacktux.com/listen. That's theblacktux.com/listen for $20 off your purchase. Walk, don't run to theblacktux.com/listen to find a look for you and your crew. Theblacktux.com, formal wear for the moment. It's the E-Commerce Minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your hosts, Bart Mraz and John Suter. The E-Commerce Minute is a production of Sumo Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. It's E-Commerce Minute episode 298.
In this episode, Google is opening their first retail store.
It was only a matter of time before Google followed Amazon, Apple, and other e-commerce retailers into the bricks and mortar space. According to a report in the Chicago Tribune, Google has signed a lease on a 14,000 square foot space in Chicago's former meatpacking district. Unnamed sources say the plan calls for a 2-level permanent retail store. Google has staged pop-up stores before, especially around the holidays. This would be Google's first foray into traditional retailing. The building is located close to Google's Chicago headquarters near Fulton Market. According to the Tribune, the location of the building has contributed to the expansion and revitalization of the area. A Google flagship is likely to elevate Fulton Market's stature as a retail destination, according to Tribune reporter Ryan Ori. No details are available as to what the store might hold, but it's an easy guess that Google would use the retail footprint to showcase their Google Home devices, phones, tablets, and Chromebook laptops. Considering the size of the store, Google might also consider using the space for something similar to what Apple is doing now with their new town hall locations, giving classes and showcasing their products and educating consumers while providing a gathering space for like-minded Google fans. Google store.
And
I know you don't care.
no, it's just like, all right, Microsoft has tried. I mean, Apple is the big daddy of all this, right?
Yep.
And then Microsoft has some stores. They look like Apple stores.
Yeah, they look exactly like Apple stores down to the wood finish, right?
Yeah, didn't Google store, like the pop-up, look like that too?
Yeah, but they tried different designs. They weren't cookie cutter like the Apple or a Microsoft would be. Like everything had a similar fit and finish. The Google pop-ups were a little bit more whimsy because they were temporary spaces. I mean, do you remember the Google barges?
Yeah. I just, it's funny. Like I think if you look at if you go to like Best Buy, right? Apple still puts their look and feel to their corner of the store.
Yeah, that's a good point, and Samsung does as well.
Yeah, I mean, they're very particular about their stuff. Are we going to see that in Best Buys where it's going to be like a corner of Apple, a corner of Samsung, a corner of Microsoft? Is that going to happen?
I don't know.
Who knows?
So the move, I think, was inevitable because as we stated in the beginning of the article, you have Apple, you have Amazon. It only makes sense. And we've seen how many of these online retailers, Google really is an online retailer, but they do sell product, and I feel that consumers still want to touch the product. They still want to see what they're buying. So the showrooming, I think, is a good thing. I think this will be a little bit more than a showroom because of, this thing is 19,000 square feet. What did I say, 19 or 14,000 square feet? That's a 2-story building. It's a pretty big store.
Yeah. I don't know.
So I saw a new buzzword. You're going to love this.
Oh boy.
One of the reporters said Google realizes that the future is phygital, Phygital, a blend of physical and digital. So it's going to be a phygital space.
I just did a spit take.
Yeah, that sound was Bart's eyes rolling back.
And also doing a spit take with my coffee. What? I have chopsticks next to my thing. Can I stab myself? Sorry, guys.
So one theory was they're building this retail store near their headquarters, so possibly this could be targeted to business consumers, so they can court their business customers and bring them over to the store and showroom a bunch of stuff. Again, 14,000 square feet is a lot of space, so I imagine some kind of classroom or stage or some performance area, some gathering. It's great for the neighborhood. Everything that I read in the local trades about this deal said it's going to be great for the area because it's an up-and-coming area. So great for that neighborhood in Chicago. But otherwise, this is just kind of duh.
Duh. Well, the only thing I can see is at least for me, is getting Chromebooks into hands of older people and really training them on that kind of stuff. I think that's the foray into, because I'm sorry, Microsoft's laptops, and then you can get inexpensive ones, but they're so rare, which is crap. I got my dad a Chromebook 3-4 years ago, and just and he loves it. I don't have to touch it; it upgrades itself. There's nothing to do. Yeah, it never breaks.
That's a big deal because, as I told you, I was asking you. I texted you last week. We're going to get the lady friend a Chromebook for just that reason, and that she is a technological neophyte in that she just doesn't get it, and I just don't want to play tech support, and the Chromebook is the perfect solution for that. Now, Microsoft. Go ahead.
My mom just asked me the same thing from my uncle, right? He's like, "Oh, these Microsoft laptops are really cheap." I'm like, "Well, yeah, but then you spend all this time, Chromebook and a Microsoft thing are the same price, right? But then you spend
cheap comes at cost."
Games was right, tech support, and I don't want to do that. I was like, nope. He's gonna get a Chromebook, and I don't care.
No, those days are over for me. I used to be able to field strip a Macintosh like nobody's business, but this was a colossal time suck, and I just don't want to go back to those days.
Correct.
All right, Google Store. Look for that in Chicago in the Meatpacking District. You got anything else, Bart?
No, that's it.
All right. Full show notes are available at ecommerceminute.co. We will see you on the internet tomorrow. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion or just want to say hi, find us on social media at Sumo Heavy.